WEFM.
Voice of the Man Bongo Prime representing for Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997.
We are back with more talk time here on Activated Mornings, and we have Kingsley the Freightus on the line to give us his commentary. Kingsley?
Hey, good morning. Everything is okay. I want to see if I could get some information. I noticed somewhere that one of our leading secondary schools has got 2 days closed for infestation of, we call them, pest or I asked myself if an infestation does take place over a 2 days period or a long period before it surfaced as it did recently. And I am a bit disturbed about the amount of infestation you're hearing taking place at that school and other school that is close by. You have any feedback? I don't know what causes that feedback there. You hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I don't know what's causing that feedback either.
The feedback is terrible. So I don't know if you heard me, but I will tell you, you need to hear what people think about the infestation of the schools, leading schools where our young ladies are going to get a better education. But the feedback is annoying, so let's put it on hold until Monday, okay? It's really annoying. Yes, okay.
Okay, well, it seems to have gone now. But, all right. All right, so Kingsley was, he started talking about the JP Eustace Secondary School that has been closed temporarily yesterday and today. He said he'll continue it next week. But just to give you a little information, just in case you don't know, that secondary school was closed, but they are continuing, or according to the SVG Education Media Unit Facebook page, they are continuing school through online modalities, and normal operations will resume on Monday the 15th. They said the closure follows reports of an escalating termite infestation, which Braxa is addressing. I think he was asking, or basically alluding to the fact that the termite infestation doesn't just come up just like that if maybe it was not known before school was reopened. Of course, I don't know any of that information, and I just hope that they get it resolved soon. When it comes to school, what I've noticed over the years is school would reopen and there's always some sort of problem. I don't know whose fault it is, why a lot of things are left unattended or they go unnoticed until school reopens. But I guess it is what it is, and I cannot say anything more on that. I don't know anything more. Okay then, so there's somebody that's been trying to call. Let me take the caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dianna, and good morning. Shucks,
Good
I
morning.
really need my head tested.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Ladies, you've raised a very a subject about which I'm very passionate. Dianna, it's no secret to you that this is my second marriage, right? And you and Roleza often ask, how on earth does Yulan put up with me? Now, we've been married for over 40 years. My first marriage lasted 3 years, and that female was insane. There isn't a missile that I did not have across my head. If I even looked at even in public, if I looked at another woman, Whatever she had in her hand, I got it across my head. In the 3-year period, I suffered 3 stab wounds in my chest and a 6-inch slash on my leg, where she attempted to demasculate me. And I never fought back. I want to caution females out there, keep your hands to yourself. Don't even jokingly hit a guy, because I see this happening ever so often. A girl would be talking, vap. Very few men would walk away from that. You know what happened to me? After 3 years, I went home one evening, and I don't know if she was cooking spaghetti. I don't know if she was going to pour the pot over me or what. But I grabbed a hold of her, and it took 3 police officers to drag me off her. I didn't know. I just went in. I went insane. And she's very light-skinned. There wasn't a spot on her body that wasn't black or blue. I decided then, after the police left, because she said she was the one who aggravated the situation, I walked out of that house with the clothes on my back. Never, ever went back. The Lord has now blessed me with a woman who Dianna often asks, how on earth does Yulan put up with you? I have never once in all these 40 years even thought of hitting my wife. She's never hit me. What she does, and I'll pause in a minute, I'll just share this. What she does when I'm really angry, when I say like angry, that woman would take a couple ice cubes and drop it down my back and said to me in a very calm voice, you need to cool off. And that works. I've never once hit her. She's never once hit me. I pause just in case you want to ask any questions.
No questions, Joshua. Go right ahead. Continue.
Yes. So again, I want to appeal. Right now, I'm an advocate for domestic violence. Male, female, whichever way it goes. Many, many, many times, the female, for whatever reason, I don't know, women just like hitting men. I don't know about you guys in St. Vincent, but I've seen many women here. They'll be talking and they slap, blam, and the guy just walks away. Some guys walk away. Now, I'm so thankful. One of the things that I asked the Lord to do was to give me a woman who will not be aggressive. But I do not underestimate my wife, Dianna, and my Trinidadian friend whose name I keep forgetting. It's all about respect. Whenever Yulan gets me angry, I think about the days when I used to chase after her and she wouldn't give me the time of day. And that works every time. It's all about respect. Keep your hands to yourself. Have a good day, ladies.
I agree. All right. Thank you, Joshua. You
too.
And I do agree with Joshua, the final sentence that he said, or the second to last sentence that he said, keep your hands to yourself. I know we talk about violence against women, but as Nicole said, we address these situations with men as well. And I do agree with Joshua, keep your hands to yourself, whether you are a male or a female. We have another caller. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Dianna, and next panelist.
Nicole, yes.
Yes. Joshua, I sympathize with you, man. But you find out that these ladies, it was told 8 out of 100, they act that way. But most serious than them, their strength is in the mouth. They tell you hurtful words. They tell you things you're not supposed to hear. You don't want to hear, and then that learn into violence, that you train to violence. And you might get, if it's thin skin, it will cause problem. Because you're looking like some ladies that definitely look for problem when there is no problem. But sometimes they don't mean what they're saying, but just to try you. And then the man now on a different hand, the Bible says that foolishness in his heart. Of a young man or a woman, foolishness in the heart. So therefore, in order for you to get a good companion, a reasonable companion to go to life with, they get to go up in the north of God and a fair God and all this kind of thing. And that might make a better society. And then in school, I believe that that should be a subject in school to teach youth and them how to really appreciate one another and how to treat one another. That should really be a subject in school. Because when a man young, it's really foolish, you know. Mostly you only find a woman pushing violence, so lashing, lashing, but the man, it fellas and them skin. And I don't side for some woman. Sometimes broad daylight they walk in, going to attack their power, slap because she was our next man. You might say, well, this thing, they're abusing, but perhaps because of youngness and ignorance and your subconscious mind, it's telling you all kind of thing because you must become a god. You tell yourself, well, it's a kind of culture that people push. You tell yourself, you're supposed to cook, wash, and all that. Then come home from work. You might cook in time and wash, and it's a violence because it's a kind of culture pushing it. A woman supposed to do this and a woman supposed to do that. So no caution and no really to say what policy for you to really adapt. I sense a humor, I sense understanding. So that brings a lot of ignorance and foolishness in young people think because look, I was young and stupid and I do certain things to man I regret right now, and when I grow old now, I will never live them kind of life, and that one woman wouldn't want me. But if a woman check me now, it's alarm to check in, but in my days, with my stupid subconscious mind and foolish thoughts towards life, without God, you know, that will bring a destruction. And that bring a destruction from plenty youth and provide them for a good family because they know to adapt and treat the lover and both sides, most of the time. But anyhow, that's all I want.
All right. Thank you. Just to touch on something that he said there, he said they should be teaching children in school how to treat others well or, you know, having respect for each other. Well, two things. One, they do teach that in school. Well, as far as I know, the schools that I have seen, they do teach the children respect for each other's property. These things are taught, but it needs to start at home. Home is where they spend a lot of their time. And as much as children have respect for teachers, you know, especially the little ones, they trust everything that their teachers say. They also have respect for their parents and they do listen to their parents and they are influenced by their parents a lot because, you know, as it relates to their socialization and all of that. So you need to start doing a lot of these things at home. A lot of the things that we're calling on the community at large for, we need to start doing this at home as well because we are part of the community and we ought to do what is best for our children and in trying to raise our children in the best way possible. Nicole, I don't know if you were going to say something here. Let me see.
I said a lot, so I'm leaving it all to you now.
Okay, lovely. All right. So, as I was saying before, second thing. So, yes, they do teach it in schools, and yes, you should teach your children at home, especially your boys. Well, I mean, another thing is you cannot teach what you do not know. So, if you are a parent and you don't even, you know, you don't understand the importance of treating people with respect, then there's a chance that your child is going to exhibit those same behaviors. Hopefully they learn what they need to learn in school or they have somebody else that's going to teach them the right way. But if you don't know, then you cannot teach them that. And that is another problem that we have. I see a caller, so let me take the call. Morning, Kojo.
Morning. Then as much as you listen, teach at school, I want to let people know the greatest or the best 5 years of a child to mold them is the first 5 years. You don't have much teachers around but the parent. And if you're teaching your child, you might be telling your child, oh, don't do this. But then the child see you doing the same thing.
Yeah.
The child isn't going to adapt that same lifestyle that you are practicing in front of them. Don't hit women. but the father beating up the mother right in front of him. Double standard.
Yeah. Do as I say, not as
Well,
I
this,
do.
right, with it, you know. You can't teach like that. If you teach, if you're teaching, you have to teach in principle. You should not be arguing in no harsh way in front of your child. If you and your wife or your wife and your husband have a disagreement, you should find some place where you could have that discussion without going after each other.
Yeah.
Your child watching that.
Yeah.
So you could say, oh, don't do this, don't do that. But the child watch you doing it every day. Every single day. You think that teacher in the school could help that child not understanding the difference? The child don't mess up in the brain. They're confused, they don't know which side to take. Yes, some of them might say, boy, I don't like all that. I don't feel comfortable doing that, so they might not take part in that aggressive and beating up kind of situation. But trust me, a lot of them will take it. They will think it's the right way to this. And another thing again, too, you have to remember, women were stupid back then, too, If you don't beat me, you don't love me. What kind of stupidness was that? I hope they don't say it anymore, but I know for a fact, because I hear a woman say, oh, if you don't beat me, you love me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to get hit. You don't want to get hit, but you want to get hit because if you hit you love me.
When I was in, let me share something based on what you just said. When I remember a college lecturer once said to us, one of the reasons, or I think what they think is one of the reasons why women say that is because, or you can link it to when children get beaten and then you go and you cuddle them after. So you beat them and then you go and you hug them and you basically linking the licks with the love, and then you say, oh well, I'm only beating you, I'm only punishing you now because I love you and I'm looking out for you. So they sort of grow with that in their minds, and yeah.
And I'm saying that's the teaching too. That's a part of the teaching. You beat up the child, bye, black and blue the child got belt bruise and all kinds. I only beat you because I love you,
Yeah.
Well, the new one now is that it's not well I beat you before the police.
Oh?
You hear that one yet?
No.
Yes. Yeah, well, that probably is in America. They say, when you call 911 for the child, your mother says, if I leave you, you go your own way, the police is going to get you. So I'm beating you before the So God goes back to the beating, you know what I mean? So we can't have a double standard. That's my thing. I mean, I step and say, we all were young and we did foolish things. I mean, truth and fact, some of the things I probably did when what I did when I was young. I it's not that I'm keeping them in my head, but because I'm much smarter than that now. But I wish I didn't have to do those. I wish I never did those things. But you're young and stupid and things happen.
Yeah, you didn't know better.
That's all I said. Yeah. Good morning.
All right then. Thank you. Thank you, Kojo.
Nicole, right, Nicole?
Yes, Kojo, you got it. Thank you. Good morning. Have a good weekend.
Yes, you got it right.
10 points, Kojo.
Kojo get a sticker.
Getting a sticker.
All right. So it's now 8:03, quickly approaching 8:04. So we have to head out of this talk segment right about now. Nicole, I don't know if you have anything else to say or that's it. We're going straight out.
I'm taking deep breaths. You talking today.
All right, no problem. So it's 8:04 now, and we're heading